Hello and welcome to Heather Broadbent's online violin studio. In this video, I'll be discussing pizzicato and how to execute a pizzicato. There are many times in a piece where we don't have a lot of time from arco to pizzicato, meaning from going from the bow to plucking. Okay, so sometimes we have a lot of time and you can sit there and have your thumb here on the fingerboard and pluck away. Okay, and you don't need to worry about your bow grip or having enough time to get back to your normal bow hold. You know, that this is perfect for when you have time to pizz like that. Now, when you have it in a piece where you don't have a lot of time to go from the arco to the pizz, or say you're playing in a symphony orchestra and there's a lot of times there's not much time to go from arco to pizz. Sometimes you could do a left-hand pizzicato to get you on, like, left-hand pizzicato on an open string, so then you can do a pizzicato with your right hand. But when you don't have a lot of time to change your bow grip, I'm going to show you what you need to do. And this is my personal favorite. I only really pizzicato this way all the time because it's very comfortable for me, but it's not comfortable for everybody. I don't change my bow hold. My bow hold stays the same when I go to a pizzicato. So I'm just going to actually, for an example, do the last four notes of Gothic Gavotte in Suzuki Book 1. You have two up bows, and then you go to your pizz. There's no rest between the up bow and the pizz. So as you see, I maintain the same bow hold, and then pizz. Okay? And then I'm ready to continue on. There's really no changing from a bow grip to, you know, holding the bow like this to like this, which takes time. So when you don't have time, you need to know how to be able to pizz, continuing with your same bow hold, okay? When you do this, it's very important that you have a strong pinky. If you have a weak pinky, it's going to be very difficult to hold the bow without the index finger. So be sure to check out my videos for bow hold strengthening exercises, where you actually practice doing like some bow push-ups without the index finger, pushing down on that pinky, having your thumb be a fulcrum. So check out that video to help you out, because it's going to feel very uncomfortable for you if you don't have a strong pinky. So I'll demonstrate that again. The last four notes is Gothic Gavotte, and then you go to the pizz, okay? So they're the last four notes before the DC, not because if you do the last four notes, then you're at the fine, which are different four notes. But this is the four notes before the DC, okay? You knew what I meant, I'm sure. So you have your up, you continue with the same bow hold, just release the index finger, have him be free, and then he's free to pizz, okay? This is the way you want to pizz when you don't have any time to change, to go from here to here, okay? So you want to practice doing this and practice strengthening your pinky with that bow hold and having your thumb be the fulcrum. Also be sure that your index fingernail is clipped. If your fingernail is long, you're not going to get a very nice sounding pizz. So clip that fingernail and you get to the G and then the open G. And when you pizz, you want to kind of have you want the fleshy part of your finger there on the string, okay? You don't want to pizz here where your bow is. You want to pizz kind of closer to the fingerboard, okay? For a couple of reasons. For a nice healthy sounding pizz, that's where you want to pizz. If you want something different sounding, then get closer to the bridge, something kind of scary or not a healthy sound, but sometimes you need that in a piece. But the other reason you want to stay away from this area here is if you pizz here with your finger and then you go to the bow, you might have some of the oils or perspiration on that finger, and then when you go to the bow, you don't get very good sound. And I've had that happen many times in concerts where I might be perspiring a little bit and actually pizz where my bow goes, and then the bow doesn't grip very well there. So just kind of stay over here above the fingerboard, you get a nice sound, and then you have the open G there. Sometimes pizzicati are just kind of overlooked and people don't really practice them. Don't forget to practice them. If you have a symphony piece where you have a lot of pizzicato, do practice, because it's different. And the string crossings can be challenging with pizzicato. So don't forget or neglect your pizzicato work and try out the bow hold where you maintain the bow hold while you pitch. Then you don't have to take so much time to change that bow hold. Hopefully you found this to be helpful, and please enjoy and watch other videos on onlineviolin.net, and happy practicing!